You know that Chris Pratt has emerged as one of the last remaining movie stars in the world. Of all the crises going on in Hollywood today, he is the one most likely to pull audiences into a movie theater, especially women. But the women who find his blend of charismatic self-deprecation and charm impossible to ignore aren't just members of the public, but several of his female celebrity peers too. Let's take a look at how Chris Pratt is getting thirsted over by female celebrities. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt has everything a man needs to get a woman to fall head over heels in love with him. He's handsome, charismatic, and charming, and also genuinely funny, and women love a man who can make them laugh. He has a very traditional masculine personality and genuinely seems to be happy in everything he does, which makes it easy for men to like him too. The fact that he's in great shape is also not a bad thing when it comes to the ladies, as women want a man who they feel can protect them. It's just nature, and being a celebrity female doesn't change that no matter what the crazies on Twitter say. Pratt has starred in a number of high-profile pictures since he burst on the movie scene in 2014's Marvel space comedy Guardians of the Galaxy, including the Jurassic World franchise and many others. Recently, Pratt appeared in The Terminal List, an action thriller based on a series of novels, in which Pratt plays James Reese, a Navy SEAL whose platoon were ambushed while on a covert operation. The shows exceeded all expectations and allowed Pratt the room he needs to breathe as an actor. The result has been that the most talked about aspect of the show is Pratt himself, showing acting chops beyond those that anyone has seen in his mainstream Hollywood outings. Truly, the man has the whole package, from fame, money, and charm to a laundry list of female celebrities who can't help the thirst when they talk about him. Let's take a look at some of the celebrity ladies who have been caught having dirty little moments regarding Chris Pratt. Jennifer Lawrence. Academy Award-winning actress and world-renowned superstar Jennifer Lawrence co-starred in a movie with Chris Pratt called Passengers and thirsted over him several times. While appearing on Ellen DeGeneres' talk show Ellen before it was canceled, she said that he is much nicer than me. He is a hard worker, he has a great attitude, and he is very positive. That's a nice selection of compliments, but one of the bigger clues that she was thirsty for some Chris came when she said that she made sure she ate some mints before having a kissing scene with him. Here's another interesting fact. Pratt was, once upon a time, a private stripper and worked at a few private parties. Well, whatever it takes to get your career off the ground, eh? No specific details were shared from this time, but it's pretty clear that he's come a long way from those days. And he's certainly attracting a higher clientele than he was back then, if Lawrence is any indication. Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana has had a career as bountiful as Chris Pratt's, from playing Uhura in J.J. Abrams' famous, or perhaps rather infamous, reboot of the Star Trek movies, to of course acting alongside and opposite Chris Pratt as the sultry but sardonic Gamora. Saldana is certainly not shy of a few male admirers herself, and in the Guardians and Avengers movies, she is the object of Pratt's Star-Lord's love and more than a little lust. In one particular interview promoting Avengers Infinity War, however, Saldana seemed to emulate the heat between them off the screen, saying that there are a lot of things that are very manly about Mr. Pratt. He has great taste in music, and thanks to him, I am a Chris Stapleton fan. Now, you might think this is just professional courtesy with a little bit of personal touch, but her use of the word manly hints at a river of thirst below the surface, especially as they have so many action scenes together. Chris Pratt is no stranger to a little action though, as he was on the football team in school, playing as a fullback. He took the sport very seriously and was well liked and popular on the team. Even now, he is still involved with his old school and works to help them out. He's very good at helping people relax and feel at ease, which might be his greatest asset. Bryce Dallas. But it's not just Zoe Saldana who has been a recurring leading lady in movies with Chris Pratt, as Bryce Dallas has teamed up with the star in 3 Jurassic World movies. While those movies have mixed reviews and opinions, the partnership between Chris and Bryce bubbles. Like the other leading ladies, Bryce Dallas was seen thirsting over her co-star on The Ellen Show. Speaking about his body, which she clearly admires, she said, "His body is not a commodity. He is a human being with thoughts and goals. Like, just don't talk about his abs." That sounds like she's done a fair amount of thinking about Pratt's abdominal section herself. Guess it's not just movie audiences who love his abs. He appeared on Parks and Recreation for years, even though he was only supposed to be on it for one season as a temporary character. But he proved to be so popular that fans demanded more of him. Obviously, the producers couldn't ignore his charm any more than the rest of these female celebrities can. Anna Faris. It's not very often that you'll see an ex-wife who still crushes on their former partner, but that seems to be something that could be called the Chris Pratt effect. When Anna Faris appeared on Ellen, she clearly still had a candle for her burly ex. She said, "I'm really proud of myself because I had great taste." I was like, "Oh, you know." We do know, and Anna definitely did well by landing Chris Pratt and making a baby together. Their son is a constant reminder to Anna Faris of her ex, but so is the fact that she still too thinks about his abs. Another interesting thing about Pratt is the fact that he plays a little guitar. He's not exactly Django Reinhardt, but he is certainly good enough to hold a song, and he used this talent a little bit here and there in a few of his roles. However, he doesn't have a lot of time to play what with being a very highly sought-after and bankable movie star, Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is a stand-up comedian and has achieved a certain amount of popularity among peers in that space, despite the fact that she wants to make a woke hocus-pocus movie. She's certainly no stranger to a bit of Chris Pratt adoration, having also crushed on him before. In an interview on BuzzFeed alongside Pratt, she reminded the dashing actor that they had once met before on an audition set. With no small amount of coy on her face, she reminded the actor that, "We met at an audition, and we actually had to play together and stuff." With a cutesy little laugh, she explained that Pratt wouldn't or didn't remember, but that she did. Remembering things like that is a sure sign of having a mighty thirst, as is when ladies use terms like "and stuff" to end their sentences. Being the comforting sort of guy he is, Chris Pratt gave her a sympathetic kiss on the head. She said, "I am pregnant now. I am an alien," making allusions to getting pregnant from a man who is a sure sign that a woman would be open to getting actually pregnant with that man. Chris Pratt actually once wandered his way to Hawaii, having no job to speak of and no direction in mind. While he was there, he worked in service and stayed for a while as he tried to figure out what to do next. Working there is what actually led him to becoming an actor. And since he has just about accumulated every perk you could imagine from being an actor, it seems that going to Hawaii was a pretty good idea that worked out in his favor. So there you have it. Whether it's his good looks, his charming personality, his rugged manliness, or his gentler, kinder side, there are a bunch of reasons why even the female celebrities that men dream about are thinking about spending some time with Chris Pratt. His career is on the up, with the terminal list set to get him more dramatic roles, and of course, he will be returning to play Star-Lord in the not-too-distant future. So it won't be too long before you get to have your fix of Chris Pratt once again. For now, though, why not explain what you think about Chris Pratt in the comment section below?